own journey. Like, I know some people that don't even have to rewire their mind, and then other people, they gotta, dude, I'll be honest, like with me, I knew everything that I know now. Like, so let me try to break this down. Let's say my knowledge, I could make $250,000 a year, let's just say, for example. I had the knowledge to do that for 4 years before I actually started making the money. And you wanna know what the difference was? There was no difference. I knew everything that I know. I had all the knowledge, all the tools, all the resources. I had everything I needed and then some to make 250 grand a year. The only reason I didn't make 250 grand a year was because of my own mind. It was my own head. I wasn't giving myself permission. There was all sorts of beliefs and funky issues that I had around money. And it's just a trip. So we got to rewire the mind if we want to be successful. Well, some of us do. I was one of them. And a lot of people are in that boat. I have these limiting beliefs, dude. Self-doubt, the yeah buts, the what ifs, and you gotta get past those.
You know what the one word that you use the most? That my life coach used the most?
What?
You don't even have a guess?
Abundance?
There it is. 100%.
You know, I never got
abundance.
that from a life coach, dude.
You've had a life coach?
I have?
You have? I mean, you said you never got that from a life coach, so that implied to me that you perhaps have had one?
No, I haven't had one, but like, I mean, I look up to several people and whatnot, and I do a lot of self-help and a lot of self-development, and I like reading and listening to podcasts and all that stuff, but like, the abundance fact, the reason I talk about abundance is because I created it out of nothing right there in my own mind, and then it manifested itself. And when I started teaching other people how to do coins, every time, dude, I'd be like, man, I'm teaching this dude how to do the exact same thing I'm doing. He's gonna start crushing it, but that's gonna be like, however much money he makes, it's gonna be directly out of my pocket. Like, I'm literally taking money out of my pocket to help this dude make money. And what finally happened is I did that 4 or 5 times, and I was like, somebody do that, we all make more. And then I started looking at abundance, and I actually haven't talked much about this, but like the laws of abundance, like there are laws of abundance. Abundance is it's like the law of attraction. It's like any other physics or science. It's like any other science, like physics. You know what I mean? Like the law of abundance, it is a law. And if you think, and if you wire your mind to be abundant, if you think abundantly, you will have abundance. You will be abundant.
Another thing I learned is that we have to think it to believe it, and then we have to, it's all about energy and manifesting it, and it's all about like connection, you know? It's all about connection.
I've been paying my bills for 10 years, buying and selling coins. I've been making a good living for 5 years. 4 incredible years, 5 decent, a good living. And like, for a lot of, up until probably 2 years ago, I had imposter syndrome so bad that if somebody would say, why don't you like get a table at a coin show? You seem like a coin dealer. Like, in my brain, it's like, you're not even a real coin dealer. It's so weird. Like, and like people that after I left Premier, like if I ran into somebody from my old job, I'd be like, yeah, they'd be like, what do you do? What are you up to these days? Oh, I've been buying and selling coins. Oh, like, so you're a coin dealer? Like, well, like I couldn't even say I was a coin dealer. Like I just felt like I was in my own, like I felt like I was lying, or like I was fake. I felt like I was pretending. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a trip, dude. And I hear a lot of other entrepreneurs talk about the imposter syndrome. I know that my boy Wes is struggling with that really hard right now, because we'll have a strategy meeting. We'll consult and for like 2 hours talk about strategy, and then, but you have to do this, you have to do that, Wes. And he's like, yeah, but then he's not doing it. So I'm like, why aren't you doing that, bro? And like, I can just tell that he doesn't feel like he can own it yet for some reason. And I have no idea what that reason is, other than we just feel like imposters.
But see, I haven't been around you that long, but there's been more than one person who has made the comment that you're one of the bigger players in the coin business. For you to not even like own it that you are a coin dealer, or to even fathom the idea that that is who you are, It just blows my mind.
That's weird, huh?
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago. I would say maybe it's been 3. But like I said, I've made my sole living buying and selling coins, and it took a solid 6 years before I recognized myself as an actual legitimate professional coin dealer. Like, it took at least 6, maybe 7 years before I was able to say, yeah, I'm a coin dealer. So the bottom line here, the message is that if you're out there doing something new and you're following your heart, and you have those pretender feelings like I'm faking it, or oh, I hope so-and-so can't see right through me, and I hope they don't see that I'm just a fraud, or that I'm a fake, or that I'm pretending. If you have to work on that, because if you're following your heart, you're not pretending. You got to embrace it. You have to embrace it. You got to own it. Entrepreneurship's hard. Outside of being married and having kids, it's my #1 teacher in life. That's what I love about it so much, being an entrepreneur.